आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of this struggle every day.
In today's episode, we remember social and religious reformer Govind Guru, who was born on the 20th of December 1858 in Bansiya, Rajasthan. Also known as Govindgiri, he was the pivotal force in uniting Bhils to demand an affirmed identity in British India.
Govind Guru started working with the Bhil community during the Great Famine of 1899-1900 and saw their oppression at the hands of the princely states. He quickly saw the social setup and liquor as the primary causes of the prevalent problems and decided to fight the malaise. He started Bhagat Sampradaya in 1908 to this end. The Guru's disciples followed strict rules, including abstinence from liquor and meat, the adoption of hygienic practices, and the rejection of bonded labor work.
Govindgiri garnered a large following among the tribals in the princely states of Sandh, Banswara, Dungarpur and the British districts of Panchmahals. These reforms did not go down well with many princely states as revenues from liquor shops went down and labour became scarce. Govind Guru was arrested, and to further pressurize him, his wife and child were also arrested. However, he was released in April 1913 without being tried and ordered to leave Dungarpur state.
In November 1913, after an attempt by the ruler of erstwhile Idar state to capture Govind Guru, Guru and his followers formed a defensive position at Mangarh. On November 17, 1913, the troops of the princely states attacked them, in which several Bhils died, and Govindgiri and his lieutenant Dhirji Panja were captured. Govindgiri was initially given a death sentence, but was later sent for life imprisonment. However, he was released from prison in Hyderabad in 1919 on the condition that he would not participate in political activities. He was also prohibited from entering several princely states.
Govind Guru died on the 30th of October 1931 in Kamboi near Limdi, in present-day Panchmahal district of Gujarat. We salute this great Indian patriot.
We also remember freedom fighter Vakkom Majeed, who was born on December the 20th, 1909 in Travancore.
From his childhood, Majeed was attracted to the social reform movement of his uncle Vakkom Majeed as well as Narayan Guru. When the Indian national movement emerged in Kerala, Majeed was in the forefront of its leadership. He was one of the early architects of the Indian National Congress in Travancore. Majeed participated in the Quit India movement in 1942 and got jailed for several months. When the idea of independent Travancore was mooted, Majeed was a staunch opponent of it and took part in the agitation against the move.
He was also a staunch opponent of the two-nation theory and Pakistan movement. Majeed argued that only a secular nationalist India could keep the heart and soul of the masses together. When the INA hero Vakkom Khader was sentenced to death by the British, Majeed visited him in the Madras Central Jail. It was Majeed who brought Khader's last letter to his father before the hanging.
After independence, Majeed was elected unopposed to the Travancore Cochin State Assembly from the Attingal constituency. He remained committed to his motherland till his death in the year 2000. We salute this great nationalist.
On 20th of December 1946, the Karivellur Uprising took place, which is seen as the first major movement in the Malabar region by the farmers for land, food and freedom. The uprising was to fight the landlords who wanted to smuggle paddy from the village at a time of acute starvation.
When farmers opposed the landlords, they were indiscriminately fired at, and 2 farmers were killed, while many others were injured. It was the result of the Karivellur struggle that the peasants got land in the village, which was earlier vested with only a few landlords. We salute the martyrs. That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.